There was an armed robbery in Gallows Bay over the weekend. News Channel 8's Wes Small has more.
And more crime to report this Monday. VIPD had a very busy weekend. I'm here in Gallows Bay, and it was here around 12:15 on Sunday morning, late Saturday night. And I want you to make notes that a lot of these crimes are happening, say, between 11:30 at night and then 3 o'clock the next morning. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do the math, folks. As these businesses are closing up and as hours are winding down, you are becoming a target. We're here in Gallows Bay, like I said before previously, by No Bones Cafe, and it was around 12:15 early morning on Sunday when someone approached a suspect, we believe, as he came out of this restaurant, and then alleviated him of his car keys, his gold chain, and the suspect had a gun. The suspect carjacked the victim's black Suzuki. 1/2 hour later, that black Suzuki was recovered in John F. Kennedy Housing Community in Christiansted. No description of the suspect, but I can tell you that wee morning hours, as you are leaving from having dinner or drinks or whatever, you really need to be careful of your surroundings. The cash for gold. The cash for gold is devastating the Virgin Islands right now. The VIPD, along with Consumer Affairs, are telling us on a daily basis that they are checking and rechecking a lot of cash for gold outlets to make sure that they are registered and bonded for that kind of work. But I can certainly tell you that since this cash for gold thing has come about, gold robberies are on the rise. So be careful. Once again, here at No Bones Cafe in Gallows Bay, we had an armed robbery, a gold chain, a black Suzuki that was stolen, later recovered at JFK. As far as we know, no one was injured in this armed robbery. In Gallows Bay, again, if you know anything about this, then you should call 1-800-222-TIPS, which is Crime Stoppers, or 911. In Gallows Bay, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes Small. And coupling with that story, the Virgin Islands Police Department wants you to be as safe as possible when visiting ATM machines. Here's the Virgin Islands Police Department spokesperson, Melody Rames.
Police Commissioner Novell E. Francis Jr. reminded the community to be aware of their surroundings and use caution when accessing funds from automatic teller machines, also called ATMs. Commissioner Francis said there are several important safety tips to keep in mind when using ATMs. He said to avoid using teller machines after dark, avoid going to the machine by yourself, take another person with you, always be aware of your surroundings, and if you see anything suspicious, cancel your transaction and leave the area immediately. Commissioner Francis said criminals select their victims focusing on the unaware or unprepared. They target teller machines that are not well lit or concealed by bushes or other shrubbery, or those with blind spots to hide, such as those near the corner of a building. When you approach an ATM, watch for persons hanging out in the area, even in parked cars. If you notice anything strange, leave the area and return some other time. Have your deposit envelopes filled out, your access card in your hand, and your PIN number memorized so you can minimize the time you spend at the automatic teller. When your transaction is finished, put your cash away and leave the area. Do not exit the teller area with cash in your hand. If you are using a drive-up teller, make sure the passenger window and the rear windows of your car are rolled up and locked. Using these safety tips, being aware of your environment, trusting your instincts, and leaving the area immediately if you see suspicious behavior will increase your personal security and reduce your risk of becoming an ATM crime victim.
Thanks for those tips, Melody Rames, Virgin Islands Police Department spokesperson. And here's a follow-up on the unfortunate situation involving a family who was left homeless after a fire. Here's Bogle with more.
Thank you very much, Jerome. I'm right here at Villa Lorraine, and it's all about a good cause, and I'm saying a worthy cause, helping somebody in our community who went through a great loss, but we are trying to make sure that she stay up and she get what she deserves, and that's what we all are here about. I'm talking about, of course, WSBI TV Channel 8. We have 103.5, The Reef. We have also KSS. We have UMB Soldiers, Bigger Vibe Promotion, Poppy Pops with the camp, Cool and Deadly Sound, Black Star Band, More Life Entertainment. Everybody's trying to make this here possible to make sure that Beverly get the help that she needs. Beverly, you know, we're sorry for your loss, but you know what I'm saying, we live in a good community and each one help one, and that's what we're here about. And tell us how you're feeling today.
Man, I just feel blessed and grateful that the community coming out and, you know, really giving a helping hand. I just appreciate everything that they're doing for me.
Okay.
You know, give Jah praise.
So definitely, we know that through the week, you know, you spoke with some people and you were having some difficulties in receiving stuff from the different agencies. But you know, the community, we are the biggest agency. We are the biggest agency, and no matter what nobody say, we're here to help you.
Yeah, thanks, and I give thanks for that, you know.
Okay, so definitely we want to thank everybody who stopped on the side of the road and donated to this worthy cause. And the struggle is still on, because we're going to make sure she get back to where she was at and even better. Because we have done it for other people who are not part of this territory, but because we have a good heart. So please get the information from us here at WSPI TV Channel 8 so we could help Miss Beverly Andrews. Here we are from Villa Lorraine to Castle Coakley at Southern Rent to Own. Definitely, we feel so elated because we've been trying to get something like this happen, and it's finally here. We have Miss Beverly Andrews right here, and we have the owner of Southern Rent to Own, and he has been kind enough, very, very kind. This is what the community should do in donating a refrigerator to Beverly. And I'm not just no ordinary refrigerator, a refrigerator that I wish I had in my house. So we have the community, you know what I'm saying, everybody who put this fundraising event together. We want to thank you for coming out and, you know, doing something like this.
Yeah, anything I can do to help. I know, you know, to reach out and help people, that's what we're here for. We're not only here to rent, but we're here to give back to the community.
I mean, hey, could you give us a little breakdown of this refrigerator, because it looks nice?
It's a 23 cubic foot side-by-side refrigerator, perfect for a family. She said she had kids, so that's why we suggested this one. Okay.
I mean, definitely we want to thank you. And Beverly, how do you feel? Because it's just last night you were saying that you need a fridge.
Yeah, I feel great, man. Alan, you actually stopped me from going through a 4 to 8 weeks waiting process with the Human Services. I appreciate it, and I know my daughter would appreciate this, especially this feature right here. Man, yeah. She's gonna be in this fridge every second. All Not right. every minute, but every second.
All right.
She's gonna be in this fridge. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thanks, Bogle. And if you would like to donate to Beverly and her family that are much in need, you can contact our station at 778-5008. These family needs as many donations of clothing or any other things that you can spare. And when we come back from this break, Stephen Koo Francis brings you your Sports 411.